Good evening, Kulp families, and welcome to Kulp Elementary School. We are thrilled to have you here this evening to get an opportunity to meet your child's teacher and learn about all the new opportunities and exciting things they will do this school year. I wanted to take a moment before we get started to share some new things here at Kulp, as well as review some important items. The first thing I'd like to talk about are PSSA tests. As you know, Dr. Dietrich reached out to many families over the summer and sent a letter concerning the new assessment and the changes to the PSSA. It's a new assessment, and the expectations have been raised for all of our children taking those exams. The new PA core standards are the expectation for students, and the new assessments are now aligned to that. Next week, we hope to receive parent reports that detail your child's results for the PSSAs that were taken last spring. Our goal is to have those in the mail the week of September 21st, with a letter detailing information about the results from Dr. Holman and myself. So please be on the lookout for those results the week of September 21st. We plan to work together to continue to improve our students' performance on those assessments and make sure that we're working towards all of our students achieving the PA core standards. I often remind my staff and students that PSSA is one important measure of our achievement as a school, but it is just one measure, and there's lots of other things that we look at to measure the success of our school. Something that's also new this year is a new standards-based report card at the elementary level. The previous report cards were not aligned to the new PA core standards. As a result, we have revamped the report card to align that to the standards. What's the purpose of a standards-based report card, you might ask? The first goal is to accurately report a student's progress for achieving the grade level benchmarks and to guide our improvement. Also, there is a district expectation that the content area descriptors report academic achievement and does not include non-academic factors such as student readiness, behavior, homework, and those types of things that do make a successful learner but don't let us know whether they've met the standards in that given area. So for example, you'll see on the screen an example of the characteristics of a successful learner. You will get in your report card an indication from your teachers about how the students did on those characteristics of a successful learner, but those won't contribute to how we measure their ability to reach the standards in the PA core. There are new academic indicators ranging from 4, which indicates exceeds, 3 meets, 2 approaching, and 1 beginning. On the screen, you should see a detailed list of what those descriptors mean. I want to caution that at certain points in the year, as we look at the benchmarks and where students are, at certain points in the year, it may be perfectly appropriate for a student to be approaching the standard at that point and not be proficient yet. So you will have to learn how to read the new standards-based report cards a little bit differently. An example should be on the screen of a grade 2 report card that details the skills and standards for foundational skills in English language arts as well as writing. Next to that is where you would see a 4, 3, 2, or 1. If there's an X, that means that standard wasn't formally assessed in the current trimester. Now, I know this is a brief introduction to standards-based report cards. There is an opportunity to come back to a parent information night that you'll get more detailed information about the new standards-based report card and how to read them. Those opportunities are on Monday, October 5th at 7 p.m. in Gwen Norr Elementary School and Tuesday, October 6th at 7 p.m. at Walton Farm Elementary School. So I would encourage you to join us on those evenings to learn how to interpret the new standards-based report cards. I also want to share some other new items for Kulp this year. The first being cameras. Cameras have been installed on every single North Penn School District bus. Out of a concern of safety, we realize that bus drivers have to keep their eyes on the road, and they often can't hear or see what's going on the back of the bus or even the middle of the bus. So as a safety precaution, the district has invested time in installing cameras that also record audio of every part of the bus. We're hoping that this new measure will allow us to accurately protect your students for their entire ride on the North Penn School District bus. Please make sure you refer to the North Penn School District's policy concerning parent access to viewing video from those cameras. It does detail for you what access you might have as a parent. Also, I'd like to encourage you to visit our online comprehensive family handbook. That handbook includes the elementary handbook, but it also includes revisions we've made to Cougar Pride. Cougar Pride is our school-wide positive behavior support plan. And in that, we maintained what Cougar Pride stands for. However, we have increased how we hope to reinforce, reward, and recognize Cougar Pride, and also how we plan to systematically respond when students don't demonstrate Cougar Pride. So I encourage you to review that document online located in the Comprehensive Family Handbook. Also, I'd like to take a moment. Across the district, we're working hard to increase our inclusionary practices. Inclusionary practices are those that we try to create opportunities for all learners to be successful. So that means students that struggle in math, reading, potentially have a disability, working to make them all part of the same curriculum and giving them access to a rich and vibrant curriculum. As a result, one of the techniques that we use in trying to deliver inclusionary practices is what we call co-teaching. So this evening, you will probably find that some of your classes that your children are in have 2 teachers and potentially additional adults as well to support the students in that class achieving grade level benchmarks. I'm encouraged by this new opportunity, and I believe it will help all of our learners be successful. Also, a small technology update. Second grade, we're finishing the implementation of students having access to iPads, and every student in second grade. And in 4th and 6th grade this year, every student will be assigned a mini laptop for use here at school. So we'll be at a 1-to-1 ratio for our students in 4th and 6th grade. The positive news is 3rd grade students are already at that point with mini laptops 1-to-1, and 5th grade will now have access to laptop carts at a greater rate to be able to get students technology in our students' hands. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming this evening, and I want to review our schedule briefly with you. Our first classroom session, which you are in now, will finish at 7:35. We'll have a meet and greet opportunity from 7:35 to 7:45. Special area teachers, orchestra, band, reading specialist, our gifted teacher, our home and school association will have representatives as well. So please make sure you visit the hallway in the lower where the gym is located to be able to access many of these individuals. Our second classroom session will be a repeat of what the teacher presented in the first session in case you have children in multiple grade levels. That will start at 7:45 p.m. and run till 8:15 p.m. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking the time this evening to come out and join us and learn about all the wonderful things your children will learn this year. And again, we look forward to partnering with you throughout the year to have all of our students reach their potential. Thank you and good evening.